The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10. Hutchinson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Check. Hey, Mike 51. Push him back. 51.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, 45 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's an end around with Perriman. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
The 25-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On 1st down, Hutchinson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he'll drop here to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now Johnson. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold down to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night, and that... That is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Browns 7, Jets 0.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Jump.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw from his end zone. Hutchinson looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Hutchinson on the slant. This is Chark. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, Hutchinson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Browns.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
52 yards.
Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Looking to throw on second down. Hutchinson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Third down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hutchinson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, there's a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card week. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosas' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hutchinson. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And the Browns first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hutchinson. Open man right side is Chark. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On the coverage.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. from the gun. Hutchinson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
the Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Browns 28, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Jarvis Landry.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Jets' 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hutchinson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Hutchinson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And it's complete. Hooper. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, Hutchinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Peoples-Jones is on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Quentin Williams dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Throwing on first down, Hutchinson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Hutchinson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Hutchinson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Darnold. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. No waiting. Mike 51. Pick it up.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Ready up. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line. Tonight,
they said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long.